Peace, my family, and borrow back to all those coming out of that good cocoon for the first time. Welcome. This your girl, the butterfly. We about to take off. Let's fly. Just want to send you all that good healing energy your way. Peace, love, happiness, harmony, and abundance. Hope you guys are out there keeping your mind right and that good mind. How y'all feeling? Hope you guys most definitely moving on up in your higher nature and cleansing. Oh yeah. Cleansing the lows. Came in today to express how y'all feeling. It's a good thing to ask yourself each and every day how you feeling out here. And begin to make the changes that you need for you to feel better. Right? Don't think that you have to be stuck in certain situations out of, love and out of fear, right? You know what I mean? If you're feeling some type of way and it comes to the surface on how you're feeling, that is something to examine within yourself and begin to make the changes you need to move forward. Because again, family, if you've been stuck in these ways, in these certain situations for a very long time, it's always on us and it's always our responsibility to make the changes that we need to move in the best direction for our lives. Because family, whether we notice or not, we are controlled over the moves we make, right? With our free will, right? So it's very important to understand that you have the power to make the changes that you need in your life. All you have to do is realize that and begin to detach yourself from things that are no longer good for you and move toward your highest good. Because you know what? That's what our Creator and the beings that help procreate us want the best for us. Want us to be good out here, right? But again, family, we have to learn how to discipline ourselves. We have to learn how to have self-control. We have to learn how to see clearly through the smoke. And how are you going to be able to see clearly? Well, family, you have to begin to listen to what the Most High says. Not what man says, what the Most High says, right? That's the words that always matters and only matters, right? And even yourself sometimes we get in our own heads at times, thinking, of course, oh, we got it, or we know it, or this, that, and the other, right? But at the end of the day, family, we got to remember, we know nothing compared to the balanced universes, right? So why not listen to our Creator who has created you, right? Why not? That's at its best. That's living your so-called best life, right? If y'all didn't know that, that's living your best life. Because again, family, when you seek in the kingdom first and His righteousness, everything else will fall into place for you, right? That's how you're supposed to move in this realm. Moving in His kingdom, right? And that starts from within. And that's why it's so important to cleanse yourself and cleanse your temple. Because that's the only way you're going to be able to see clear. And that's another reason that it's so important to eat clean, right? And also nourish your soul, right? With the right knowledge. Making sure you get that good soul food and pampers of peace that our master teacher has brought to bring us, was sent to bring us from the Most High, right? So it's very important for us not to sleep on that. It's very important for us to take heed, and it's very important for us to read. This family, reading is the charging, because you're going to get the whole story, not just different parts from all over, all around. You're going to get the whole truth. And nothing but the truth in detail, family. Don't you want that? Don't you want it in detail? Don't you want to know what's happening in detail? Not get certain parts, and some people get confused and don't know what direction to go. But guess what? Our master teacher was sent to set the record straight. And if I were you, and of course, being along my journey, I wanted to know the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I wanted to know it because I knew that would help me along my journey, see things for what they truly are, so I can make moves in the ways that the Most High want me to. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to live in my purpose, right? I wanted to know my purpose. And family, once I found out, that's our purpose. Not this material, carnal rim, right? That's all traps, right? Get you all scattered in many different places, desiring things that and wanting things that it's not much. It fades. It rusts. It's like that's no form of success to consider having these things, right? Even though you have to have things to survive, and you have to have, certain things, right? But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when people, measure their value on success with material wealth, material things. I'm speaking on that. We have to learn that that's so far from the truth. That's the trap. What the real treasure is, what the real wealth is when you're moving in the ways of the Most High and living your life based on that. Not just talking about it, but walking it, living it. And once you begin to do that, and you cool on that, and you conquered parts of that, or in that, you conquered enough to where the Most High is telling you, not you, but the Most High is telling you to help others get like that, then it's on you to do your part, right? Help others, uplift others, help them to see what they've been missing their whole life, right? Their whole life. I know I was. And this right here, let me just say, our master teacher, Dr. Malachi gave us the whole truth, right? Gave us the facts, gave us the science to back it up, the evidence, everything that we need, the tools that we need. Our spiritual armor given to us. That's treasure. That's the gift. That's love, family. And yeah, it's not going to be always, to your liking. But guess what? Life is what it is. You didn't create it, right? Life is what it is. So we got to remember that and put our likes and dislikes aside and see things for what they really are. So you can see yourself in it all, right? And see what direction you need to move to get to a higher life. A higher place of existence. Back within the heavens with the Most High, right? Back home, right? That's what this is about. Have you learned your lessons here? And it's about learning lessons, because you're going to be learning more lessons each and every day. I learn lessons each and every day. We're still going to be learning each and every day. The whole lifetime. And on, all the time. This is a learning spiritual experience, for sure. And we have to understand that. We got to understand that life is what you make it. And you have to get outside of your own way of thinking. And only think what the Most High says, right? Because that's what's going to feed you. That's what's going to help you see through the rims and see what's really happening in your life and outside of you, right? Begin to see everything around you and how everything is moving and how you need to be moving. So it's real. So again, family, that's why it's so crucial to get in the scriptures and read not just the Bible, not just the Quran, all of the scriptures, the holy tablets, and so many other pamphlets of peace that our master teacher, Dr. Malachi, who's Yorkel, has given us to piece it all together. All of his scrolls, I'm going to say this again, all of his scrolls matter. So You're going to be reading for a lifetime, family, and studying for a lifetime, and on and on. Right? And again, family, once you begin to really see and accept the truth for what it is, that's what it's all about. Because that's when you make yourself free, right? And of course, you have to move in truth. You have to do your part. You have to clean up your life. It's not a game. That's what it's there for. Our master teachers are here to lead and guide us as a reformer, to renew our history so we can be on the move and get ourselves right, get our minds right, and getting back into the universal knowledge that we once knew, right? And still learning, right? And on and on and on and on, boundlessly, right? We never know everything. Remember that, family. We know nothing, right? Remember this. Always forever the student, family. So once you begin to really understand all the noble prophets who came down here on imitating Jesus, Joshua, Timmons, Horus, you understand the real stories in the holy tablets. You'll begin to see everything you need. You already have. And everything you need is already in you. And this is what you've been seeking your whole life. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's why it's so important to check things out for yourself and read. You're going to need to read on this journey. And that's why I'm trying to help people slowly get back into it, because a lot of people don't read. So slowly get back into reading for yourself. And that's why I share certain, chapters and books and certain things to lead you on up. And how I did it. This is just mine. Everybody does it however they choose they want to do it in their life. I'm just sharing my experience and my journey with it and how I did it, right? So if you're going along with what I'm doing, if you're reading along with what I'm doing and the books that I'm putting out and taking the time to do so, you'll begin to see what I see. And what some of us all see, right? So yeah, it's real, family. So that's what I'm here to do. Help others and speak the truth, right? So again, we out here. And if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. I'm here. Just shoot it out in the comments. Send it on out. And I'll be happy to answer. And if you don't want to, put in the comments, then you can send it in my email. It's in, the community at the bottom, all the way at the bottom. It's in the community. But, all right now, remember, your focus each and every day should be on our Creator and getting your life right and cleaning up. Because no time like right now to make a decision to say, I surrender and I'm ready to live in my true destiny and purpose. So I'm gonna leave it at that for now. Again, remember, family, you are loved beyond this world and in it. Begin to spread that love one to another. Be the peace that you seek. Release our master teacher, Dr. Malachi L. Peace, shalom, gratitude. That's a divine love. And it's